Hello, Raspberry Pi hackers and listeners of my music channel. It's Chris here. I'm really excited today here. I've been working on this project that is a GPS navigation topographic map viewer. I do a lot of fishing and on Worcester Lake, and I wanted to have a topographic map like a nav computer. And I took the prototype out on the lake today, and it was, I'm very happy. I couldn't believe how accurate the position that I'm plotting the little dot at matched up with the conditions of the lake. Now, the DNR in my state of Indiana, is redoing all of the, not all of them, but quite a few of the lakes that they manage. They're redoing the topo maps, and I happen to have got a hold of the pre-release of one of them for my favorite lake that I fish a lot. And what the cool thing about it is they superimposed the ISO lines, or whatever you call them, the ISO bars. I'm not sure if that's the right name, but they put all the depth lines on the map in Google Maps. And which is really cool, because you can go on Google Maps and click on the points and get the precise longitude and latitude points. And that's kind of what I've done to confirm that my maps are, the coordinates are correct. One of the other things that I wanted to talk about that I added, I ordered a waterproof Dallas 18B20 sensor to do water temperature. Now, I already have water temperature coming from my Helix 7DI sonar, but it's not integrated in with this piece of equipment. And I wanted to have that temperature because I want to set, I have a button down here now that says start a trip log. So it's going to record every time, what am I trying to say? It's going to record where I'm moving on the lake. It's going to record the air temperature, the barometric pressure, the water temperature, and the time. And it's going to record all that information into a USB thumb drive for later review. And so, I mean, it's like, and I'm also having I also integrated a button here to set a waypoint. Like if I really hit a spot that I really like, and I could tap the waypoint, it's going to put a little pin, and it's going to log that to the file for this particular lake. Now, I moved my GPS status up here to the caption bar to free some room up here down at the bottom. So I've got 3 buttons down here right now, and the longitude and the latitude coming back from the Adafruit's Ultimate GPS module. I just put I dropped a little progress bar there, a little throbber just to show me that I'm actually receiving data from the GPS module. And over there on the side, if you can see that I've got my speed, my heading, air temperature, pressure, water temperature, and time. Now, I also put an options button here. Here's all the nerdy stuff. It shows me my clock speed of the Raspberry Pi3, how much time I'm spending in. It's top end is 1.2 gigahertz. Shows me the CPU temperature. And I also got on this thing I got the MoPower UPS for safe shutdowns and brownouts and stuff. And I also monitor the voltage coming from the battery in the boat, and then the six AA nickel metal batteries that provide the backup power. And down here I have the values for the algorithm that maps the GPS coordinates and it converts them to XY values to scale on the map where to put the you are here dot. Right now I just have a little square. Now in the future I'm going to actually draw a little boat, and then the boat is going to rotate based on the heading, and it's going to show me like a little vector, like draw me a little arrow to show me which way I'm moving. One of the little quirks about the Adafruit's module here, if it doesn't sense any moving, these two, the speed and the heading numbers, tend to bounce around. But once you start to move and then you stop, they stay stable. This is just a little quirk of the button of the Adafruit's module. Now here's a button for the trip log and the set a waypoint. I don't have that stuff in yet. I'm working on it. So then, like I said, map options. Like now, on map options. There's going to be additional information in here to open a different map file, like for a different lake. It's really simple. You just the map files that are provided are superimposed on Google Earth images. So you just the algorithm that I have to convert the longitude and latitude values that come from the GPS to like an XY coordinate system on the picture requires like what does it require? The map width and height in pixels, and then a single longitude left point, a single longitude right point, and a single latitude bottom point. And so then as the values come in from the GPS module, it converts it to an XY Cartesian point, and then that's where I place and render the red square right now. But again, I'm really excited because I went fishing out on the lake today, and I did a drift. It was really windy out there today, and I drifted right along this point here, and it was the depths on my helix matched to a T. I was really happy about that. So it kind of tells me that the map information is correct, and there's a little 12-foot hole right here, and sure as shit, the little red square moved right into there, and it went to 12 feet, and I was really happy about that. And the other thing that I really think is cool is that you see I don't know if the video picks it up, but there's the deeper blues. There's a actual creek channel that runs through the lake on the bottom here, and there's part of it shown in this deeper blue here, and then which goes over to the dam. This is a reservoir, so the Potato Creek was what was dammed up to create this 384-acre lake. And there's an actual old roadbed too that runs through there, which I talked to I suggested to the fisheries biologist for the Northern District of Indiana that when they finish this map, they should include the roadbed and the creek channel on the finished topo map. He gave me a little sneak preview of the map here. This isn't the finished version, I guess, but as far as the depths are concerned, they lined up really nicely with my my Humminbird DI sonar. I was real happy about that. So, to more functionality that I got to add, I want to have I'm going to do the trip log, and I think that what that's going to do is just when I start a trip log, it's going to open a file. I ordered a 64 gigabyte thumb drive, and it's going to have plugged into the back of this thing, and then it'll get mounted, and then it'll save a trip logging all of this information, like say every minute or so or whatever. I haven't determined how much data that's going to be. And then the waypoints are one of the features that I'm really excited that I got to implement. So like if I'm on a point, if I'm on a position here, right here, and I say I'm catching some fish right here, so I'm gonna hit the waypoint button, and it's gonna log that point, and you know, log those points to a file. And it's gonna put a little pin there, like a little pin icon. I'm gonna do something like that too. And let me show you the guts. I'm real happy. I bought this case from a company called Polycase. It's a polycarbonate case, and here's the Adafruit GPS module. You know, I bought an external GPS antenna. That's just the rest of the wires all coiled up in here, and then I got one of those Adafruit USB to serial things. This one's got the I think it's PL2032 driver chip, and it's you know, it's